This is WPTV, William Patterson Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The NFL offseason is approaching as the road to New Orleans hosts a familiar matchup. Here to talk about it all is Michael Milligan, David Gordon, Aidan Kenny, and Andy Gavin. Guys, many teams have a lot to figure out this offseason in order to keep up their performance with others. Michael, I'll go over to you. What team has to put in the most work this offseason?
Honestly, Tyler, it has to be the Las Vegas Raiders. They've been absolutely abysmal for the past couple of years now. And they tried bringing a Gardner Minshew this year. It didn't work out. Tried using Aidan O'Connell. Didn't work out. Now they have a whole new time to revamp. They blew their tank. They're now only 6th in the draft pick when they were like a couple of weeks before the season ended. They brought in Pete Carroll. Yeah, it's fine, whatever it may be. But they need a lot of work to get done. And if they really want to exceed against the other teams in the NFL.
Yeah. Aidan. Oh, excuse me, Andy.
I'm going to say the Titans. Brian Callahan is going to get his quarterback, probably going to be Cam Ward. Will Levis and Mason Rudolph are not the answer there. And what's so bad about the Titans is they don't even have any weapons to help an incoming Cam Ward. Usually rookie quarterbacks have some help. They're not going to have anybody. That weapon will be whatever quarterback they draft. They have no running back. They have no receivers, anything. I mean, Tony Pollard isn't anything.
No.
So we'll see what happens there, but it is going to be bad for the next few years.
Yeah, David, where are you going?
I'm going to go with the Browns. First off, they need a competent quarterback. That's one. And they need good play calling, so they need a new offensive coordinator. And they need some improvements on defense for sure. And they need an offensive line to block for the quarterback. That's all keys to, building a good team.
Yeah. Aidan, finish us off here.
Well, I think it's the New York Giants that needs the most work, and I think that they're only a quarterback away from having a decent offense. They have Tyrone Tracy on offense along with Malik Neighbors, but they need to address that offensive line as well. Aside from Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal, the offensive line is abysmal. I think they need to beef up the secondary. They have a solid linebacking core and decent pass rush, but they still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Gentlemen.
Evan Neal is still abysmal.
Yeah.
Yeah, gentlemen, lots of teams are going through a revamp, starting with head coaching positions. Aidan, I'll go over to you first. Which head coach has shown the most promise?
I think it's Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was with the Lions. We all saw what he did in Detroit with all the tricks and sleeves and plays that he did in Detroit. People are going to say it was the team that he had, the offense with Montgomery and Gibbs, but he was doing this back in 2021 with Jamal Williams as the running back. So I think he's going to really help Caleb Williams and turn this offense into a dynamic team and someone that can really be good next year.
Yeah. Millie, where you going?
I have to go with Liam Cohen, the offensive coordinator from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, now new head coach in Duval. That's right, Jacksonville got a new sheriff in town. It's Liam Cohen. I'm really excited about this because Trevor Lawrence, you saw flashes about him about 2022 when he really helped that Jaguars team make the playoffs. But ever since then, he's been falling off a cliff. He needs someone in there to help him out. And I think Liam Cohen's going to be that perfect guy, not only just for him, but for the entire offense. Thomas Jr. is also going to get a lot more receptions as well, a lot more production out of him too.
Yeah, he could be that guy. Andy.
I'm going to go Mike Vrabel with the Patriots because I just talked about the Titans. Titans fired him a year ago, and nobody knew why. It was the stupidest decision the Titans could have made. You know, he's a great defensive coach. Players play for him because they love him, and he knows the Pats organization well. He played there his whole career. He's going to turn that whole franchise around, have that Patriots mentality, work really well with Drake May. I'm excited to see what can happen up in New England.
Yeah. David, finish off here.
I'm going to go with Aaron Glenn for the Jets. Well, first off, he was a Jet, so he knows the organization well. And that great mentality from that press conference makes me think he is going to turn this team around. And he's got star-studded offense with Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. And that defense, they got a stacked defense. The main thing they need to do is improve in tight situations with clock management, and I think Aaron Glenn is that guy to do it.
Yeah, he certainly can be that guy. Guys, Nick Sirianni and the Philadelphia Eagles are the NFC champions. They defeated Dan Quinn's Washington Commanders at home in Philly, 55-23. Andy, take us through the highlights.
Yeah, we're going to take a look here at the highlights. We're going to start off with Saquon Barkley, a pitch to the left. He's going to break to the side and make a move there. And he can't be stopped. It's Saquon Barkley. He's going to cut it across the field. Green grass ahead, a touchdown to get them on the board. Mention it's the first play of offense for the Eagles to start the game. A 60-yard touchdown. Then we're going to pick it up here. Hand off to who else? Barkley's going to cut it outside to the pylon to the right there. They're going to go up 14-3. And here we go. Jaden Daniels, a little quick slant route there to Terry McLaurin. He's going to cut it across field, turn up the hash marks, and he's gone into the end zone. You're going to think it's close. It's not. We're going to go right here, quick out route here to A.J. Brown. Going to get a little tussle there. They're not going to show it, though. Jaden Daniels going to cut it to the left there, hand it off and take it himself. Another touchdown, but it's a blowout here. Saquon Barkley's third touchdown of the day. That's going to seal it. Nick Sirianni gets his second Gatorade bath in 3 years as he takes the Eagles to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, fly, Eagles, fly. David, I'll go over to you. What were the keys for the Eagles winning this one?
Well, they got stops when they needed it, and they contained the passing and running game very well. They didn't allow many big plays. The longest play they gave up was to Terry McLaurin, 36-yard touchdown. And yeah, they just really stopped the run game well, and overall their defense just locked up. Yeah, their defense was certainly locked in. I'll go over to you, Aidan.
Saquon Barkley was player of the game for me, and obviously the big reason why the Eagles won. I mean, since week 15, he's had 759 yards on 126 carries and 16 total touchdowns. Steve Spagnuolo is going to have his hands full next week with Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon was the real MVP of that game. Mike.
I gotta say, I know it's kind of biased, but it has to be, my personal opinion, Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts really did help out. I mean, it is the tush push. I know he has 3 rushing touchdowns based off of that, but his passing IQ has definitely gone up over the past couple of years, and you can actually see it in this game and throughout the entire season. But I really do think in the championship game, he was helping deliver the ball, and it opened up the run game for Saquon Barkley to really bounce out and do what he needs to do and just really, really do well for his offense.
Yeah, he showed why he's really, really good in the league with his injury and stuff like that. So he really deserves that.
Absolutely.
Andy.
I have to say Saquon Barkley, he is not just the MVP of this game. He's the MVP this year. Give it to a running back. He has over 2,000 rushing yards this whole season. And what he's doing in the playoff is unheard of. These rushing yards, he has about 15 or more 50-yard rushes this year. And you know what? Steve Spagnuolo is going to blitz a lot. That helps Saquon Barkley. That opens up the run game. Then it opens up him out of the backfield and everything. He's going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl. Book it.
Yeah. Switching gears a little bit, the Kansas City Chiefs are going for a three-peat in New Orleans as they defeated Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills 32-29 in the AFC Championship. Andy, I'll go over to you. What were the keys for the Chiefs winning this one?
Spagnuolo special. You see it in the last play of the game, the corner blitz coming off of right in Josh Allen's face. He has to throw it up. Dawson Knox can't get there in time. Not going to blame him. It's not a Mark Andrews situation.
Right.
But the blitzes he comes up with, the schemes, hiding his coverages, there's a reason Steve Spagnuolo has been a defensive coordinator for the last 20 years.
Yeah. Dave.
I'm going to go with their great play calling, especially in late game. Throughout the game when they needed the first down, especially at the end of the game, that throw to Pirine, the play calling by Andy Reid is one of the best, if not the best, in the league. He's great in late game situations, and he knows when to get Mahomes, to throw, who to throw the ball to at the end of the game. For Mahomes, he always knows when Mahomes could throw the ball to.
Yeah, absolutely. Aidan.
I think it's Kansas City Chiefs defense. Like Andrew said, he wouldn't have been the defensive coordinator for this long and have won this many Super Bowls, and they wouldn't be this successful. They wouldn't be where they are right now. They wouldn't be in the spot for a three-peat right now if it wasn't for Steve Spagnuolo. And they're always in these close games. I know Patrick Mahomes keeps them in it, and he's always will. But Steve Spagnuolo's defense is truly what seals the wins for them at the end of ball games, I feel like.
Yeah, their defense is immaculate. Michael, finish this off you.
I really got to go with the running game or rushing attack, however you want to say. Mahomes really had really good motion and able to use his legs, kind of like how Josh Allen does, a little flip the roll over there. Also, Kareem Hunt, an unexpected person who I really didn't think would be getting a lot of the snaps going into this game. I thought Isaiah Pacheco would be taking more of the lead here, but no, Kareem Hunt really went out there and he really opened up that entire offense. Like, no one could seem to stop him. He's going through the roof, cutting through these halls, and getting himself a touchdown as well to boot. So, I mean, I just think that the run game really, really did help benefit this entirety of the Chiefs offense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to wrap it up for the NFL today until our Super Bowl coverage. For now, let's switch it up on the hardwood for the NBA crew with Bijan next on WPTV.